Traveling can really be exciting, but with just one single mistake, it can mess up the whole thing. And the worst part of it is that you can even get deported. That is why I'm making this video, to tell you about 4 common mistakes people normally do when traveling, so that you don't repeat the same thing and get yourself deported. Mistake number 1 is not having access to your portal. This is a very crucial issue that a lot of people normally go through. Now listen, if you are dealing with any traveling agent or whoever is dealing with your application, make sure that you come into terms or agreement with the person that whatever the person is adding or the person will be using, or whatever information the person will be putting inside your application, no matter how iota it is, you should be aware of that. The reason why some agents or some travel agencies refuse to give you access to your portal is that sometimes most clients end up during the visa application will go and have full access of it, and when the visa is approved, they can decide not to pay the person his or her balance. So I kind of understand some of these agents, but you should come into terms with the person that even after the application, you are going to have full access to your portal. Now, that being aside, there are certain people that when they are doing the application, the moment they say, oh, come, let me do a visa application for you, you go ahead, the person, maybe the person will just tell you, bring your passport and bring your birth certificate. You send that one and you go and sleep. My brother or my sister, never do this mistake. Make sure you know vividly every single or an iota of information being kept in the application. Because listen, the reason why I'm talking about this is that, see, after everything, when you get to the point of entry, anything at all can happen. They can stop you, to interrogate you, to ask you questions about your application. And mostly these travel agents, when you are doing an application, those of you who are used to visa application, they will ask you, are you the one doing the application? Most of these travel agents end up writing, yes, I am the one. So you get to the port of entry and they are asking you a simple question. Are you married? Or do you have kids? You say, no, I don't have kids. But perhaps the travel agent that handled your application added that you have kids, or he went and did some birth cert and those things in it just to support you as home ties. But in reality, you don't have kids. These are the things that happen. Now, the moment you say you don't have kids, normally some of these travel agents, the visa, the border security or the immigration officers, before they ask you most of the questions, they already know the answer they are asking you. So, for instance, you are traveling on a visit visa. You know that, oh, for me, I came to do a visit visa. I told him I want a visit visa to the US, or I want a visit visa to Canada or any of the Schengen zones. So you did a visit visa with a person, and the people, oh, you've gotten a visit visa, come for it. And indeed, when you went, it was a visit visa that was on it. Perhaps maybe the person applied for a conference because you don't care, you didn't ask questions, or even if you ask questions, the travel agent didn't want to tell you what really went on in the application. So you don't know. Maybe the person applied for a conference. You get to the border and they ask you, what are you here to do? You tell the person, I'm coming for tourism. See, that's a big red flag. That's where they will go ahead to interrogate you more. And the moment you don't know the reason why you are going to a country, that warrant for your deportation straight away. No questioning. The moment you just tell a lie, what doesn't match in your application, straightforward, my brother, you are coming back home. For real. Please, make sure you know vividly whatever is going on in your application, or else it's going to cost you a lot. Try as much as possible, whoever is doing your application for you. That is why if you go and take any banku travel agent, it is going to cost you. Don't do that mistake at all. Take an agent who is open to tell you whatever is happening in your application. And lastly, before I move to the next mistake people normally do, make sure that you yourself do a little bit of research. There are certain travel agents, the moment you begin to talk to them, you get to realize that this person is not real. There are certain questions, if you study yourself, it's not everybody who is fortunate to be able to do his or her own applications. But make sure that you know a little bit about, if it's Hungary you are going, Luxembourg, Germany, know something small about where you are going. So if you are talking to some of these travel agents and they are lying, it speaks volumes that they are lying. But you, where you want to go, you've never done a research about this place, and you think you're going to get it like that. At the end of the day, these people are going to dupe you. Even if you are lucky and you get your visa, you don't have your portal. In future, if you want to apply, it's going to be a big deal. Anyway, I made a post about how to retrieve or how to get your portal if your agent is refusing to give you access to your portal. Let me talk a little bit about it, but you can go and do your own research or check my Facebook or follow me. Make sure you follow me on Facebook to check and get more insight in respect of that. When you have your passport, right, since the person use your passport for Canada, you can send them web form. Since the person use your passport to do the application, make sure you have your birth or your birth set. These two documents could save you a lot. Your passport number and your birth set. Just go and tell them, listen, write an email, listen, I've misplaced my email, I don't have access to my email, this. But that's a topic for another day. I don't want to go into insight. Thank you. Mistake number 2, keeping things on your mobile phone can get you deported. Yes, somebody will be like, my mobile phone, how can keeping things on my mobile phone get me deported? Yeah, in reality, keeping certain things on your mobile phone can get you deported, and I'm going to explain it to you. Before I continue, kindly subscribe to this channel, turn on the notification bell, and share this video to someone so somebody also don't become a victim. Like and also leave a comment. Now, sending your mobile phone or going with your mobile phone is a big deal. Yeah, it's a very big deal. Please, when you are traveling with your mobile phone, remember, those of you want to use the other door, some of you want to use ladders and climb, some are going to school, some too are using the back door, some have gotten jobs opportunities to travel. Perhaps you didn't get a job opportunity, so you are traveling using the back door. Decoded, you get what I mean? Yes, you are going on a visit, and on the visit you are going, you've already had communications with people out there or whoever you are visiting or wherever you are going, and maybe you spoke about jobs, you spoke about how to get employment, or you were searching for jobs and had some employers numbers on your phone. You already communicated with them on WhatsApp, on WeChat, on Telegram, wherever, on LinkedIn. It doesn't matter. Now, with the immigration or border security, they have the power, they have the full access to take your mobile phone and go through it and check whatever they want to check. You've come to their country, and for their own country security, it gives them the law gives them the power to do whatever they want to do. They can even scan your body. If they suspect there's something inside you, you've swallowed some country band or something, cocaine, they can take you to scan your body. Talking of your mobile phone, they have access to all of this. They have authority to do these things. Your laptop, your phone, all these things. If you know you have this kind of things on it, please delete it. If possible, in fact, just change your phone before you travel. When you get there, we can send you your phone. DHL will bring it to you. Please kindly take note of these things. Don't have chat. Maybe you had a dialogue or a conversation with somebody on phone, telling the person that, oh, when I come, I'll do this undercover job right there. You get my point. We are hustlers. You are going to hustle and pass through. Maybe and I walk. So you have an agenda while traveling. Please calculate. Use your head. There's this man in Ghana called Osibode Zara man. he normally says something that um, combination is a calculation. Yeah, combination is a calculation. My brother, traveling is a calculation. Traveling is a calculation. If you don't calculate well, the money you invested in, even sometimes those who do the application themselves is normally a little bit better. But perhaps let's say if a travel agent did it for you, calculate the money you invested in this, or even if somebody paid for you, and you get to the airport because of certain unnecessary things you've been searching for job, you have screenshot of jobs, numbers, communications, and they listen to these things. My brother, there's no way, even if I was a visa officer, I'll allow you to get into my country, because indirectly your purpose of your visit is not what you are coming here to do. You are coming here to do a different thing. But you said in your application that, oh, I'm coming for a conference, I'm coming to visit my brother or my sister, and at the end of the day, we've seen this and that on your phone. They will not allow you access. So please, please, I'm laying emphasis on this. Please do not do this mistake. It will cost you a lot. Clear everything from your phone. If possible, just change phone. You've come far, you've gotten to the border. That's why some of us are here to inform you of some of these little mistakes some people will not tell you about, or your travel agents won't tell you about. By the end of the day, it will cost you a lot. Mistake number 3 is overpacking. Yes, overpacking. Too many things. You are going as a visitor, you wrote in your visitor's visa application. This goes mostly those visiting, those on conference, tourists, those people. You wrote in your application that you are going to this place, you just go and spend 1 week. The conference is maybe a 2 days conference or even a 1 day conference. And later on, you are carrying 3 bags. Oh, Charlie, bro, my sister, boss, sir, you get Vimo. Fine. A lot of people has gone through it and nothing happened. Don't take some of these things for granted. Don't overpack. And talking about packing, not packing alone. You see, when you pack your things when you are traveling, there are certain things people, for example, certain people might apply for jobs. So they have their CVs, they have their cover letters, some people have their recommendation letter, employment letters, a whole lot of things that shows that this person is going to look for employment in your bag. Yeah, it is possible. A lot of people go, they don't check their bag. So make sure that you don't pack unnecessary things. You are going to, for example, you are going for tourism. You're having gari, you're having dry fish, you're having agushi, you're having plenty things. Maybe the person you are visiting told you that, oh, when you are coming, buy this or that. But you yourself, you know that you didn't even apply, you didn't get an invite from someone. You apply for a tourist or a conference, which means where you are even going, maybe you don't even know anybody there, and you are having all these things. Sometimes I know your people abroad will tell you that when you are coming, bring this, bring that for us. Please don't go and carry those things in your bag. It means you have an agenda that you are not returning home. Some of you apply during your application, you put in your application that you'll be spending only 1 week. Some will put in the application they will be spending 3 days, 2 weeks, and now you are carrying a whole lot of bags. Some people are carrying 3 bags. And another thing is that some visa officers can intentionally ask you that, oh, I have a job, we're gonna give you a job offer, will you do? And you go and say yes. Oh, yeah, I'll do. Which job is it? It is a trick. And the moment you accept that if you get a job, I'm talking to those on visitors visas or those planning to go with a visit visa. The moment you tell the person that, oh, I'll do the job, you are sending an information out which speaks volumes of your intent or what you plan to come and do in the country. And these people have the power. They will detain you straightforward. That's where they will not interrogate you, open your bag, check your phones, and start checking things and having all the reasons why they should send you back home. Yeah, even if you bring a lawyer can't defend you. You get my point? And ask yourself that how many people after detaining you can even try to get a lawyer? Can you even have it won't even come in your head. Some of you now your hustle money, your last coins you they carry travel. So where you go get that money? Go they search for lawyer. Prepare upwards. Get your simple bag. You say you were going for 1 week. Get your simple bag and travel. If somebody asks you to bring a whole lot of things, tell him, listen, DHL is there, though it's expensive, let it pass through there. Before they'll come and stop you and they'll see certain things in your bag. You know you want to go and apply for jobs. You have your CV, you have certain things, your certificates, all types of your university transcripts. You have all these things, or maybe you plan to study when you arrive, apply for some short course and all of that. Though yes, for instance, New Zealand, you could get there and apply for a short course, maybe a 3-month course or something, maybe Finland. These things are allowed. But when you were doing the application, you didn't tell them that you will be doing a short course. You told the visa officer that you are coming to visit. So the moment you change your intent, or you now have these things, it raises an alarm which will make them to go and start asking you plenty questions. Some of you get nervous, and the moment you get nervous, they know that no, this person, there's something fishy about the person. They are trained. Even sometimes, you see, sometimes you can just be walking whilst you are pushing your luggage. You are going gently. They can just stop you, and the reason why they stop you is the way the person was walking. The person looked nervous, or the person looked suspicious, and they are dogs. You can be moving and you have nothing on you, and their dog will it will come and start sniffing on your back. Most people, yes, indeed, they have something, but they can come and sniff on your bag. And when they begin to search your bag, they see documents, they see that you are carrying too much clothes, your luggage, 3, 4, 5 luggage, 2 luggage, and they check your visa type you are carrying and what you said in your application. You are just spending 2 months or 1 week or something, and my brother, you put yourself in a very tight situation that you can't even explain to them. Sometimes it might be different for maybe people who got an invite from people that they could call them. Maybe the person gave the person house address, the person gave him his job address. Those cases are different. Know your case. Somebody could go there, they will ask him questions like that. He could pass through because maybe it is visit visa, but maybe his visa application was different from yours. You might be going on a conference and it is a different case. Yep. The fourth mistake people normally do is not planning ahead of their travel. For instance, you plan on going to Germany, and because of blog accounts and a whole lot of issue, there is maybe appointment time and a whole lot of issues, you decided to pass through Hungary. So since you've decided to pass through Hungary, perhaps you don't know anybody there that you are going to call to tell the person that I'm coming, or the person is coming to pick you up at the airport. Fine, that's cool, no problem. There's a solution to all of these things. So ask yourself, whilst I'm going, how am I going to, who is going to pick me from the airport? How am I going to get a hotel to sleep in? Where am I going to get a train to take me from Hungary straight to Germany or Luxembourg or Finland, since all of these countries are in the Schengen areas? How are you going to get there? Have you asked yourself some of these questions? These are questions, or I would say reasonable questions, you should sit down as a human being and ask yourself. I always say this, that the more I learn, the more I become ignorant of the fact that I know nothing. Never stop learning. You get my point? How are you going to do this? Another point is, you made during the application, you told the visa officer that You are going for a short time, maybe 1 week, and you don't have a round ticket. You are supposed to have a round ticket, and you don't have a round ticket. You go and so the moment you get down at the airport, and let's say visa officer, the immigration or the border security asks you, where are you going to sleep? You didn't book a hotel. Where are you going to sleep? What are you going to say? That's where you start stammering. You become nervous. You don't know what to say. That's a red flag. The moment they ask you, have you booked a hotel? You say yes. They can ask you, let me see. They want to see, yeah, if you've really booked your hotel. Now they see the hotels. Some of them go ahead to call the hotel. It is their country. If their country you come now, they will call the hotel and ask, this person, does he have a reservation? They will check immediately. Oh yes, he has a reservation. If you don't have a reservation, my brother, forget it. That's where they'll push you aside to one side, then they'll begin to ask you questions bit by bit. And now you yourself, you get to realize that you're pushing yourself in some corner. That's where they will now ask you, let me see your phone, let's open your bag. Have you swallowed something? They'll send you to a room and do your X-ray and check if you've kept some things in you, as I spoke about earlier on. Make sure you prepare. Don't give them room, don't give them the space for them to come and interrogate you and put you in a tight corner. That is going to cost you a lot. Because you've already hustled, maybe you've never traveled. There are certain people there, they are frequent travelers. You've never traveled. Now you want travel, go hustle. Fear house people, they watch you. If you will be the breadwinner, do the things right. Don't give up. You can do it. But while doing it, do it well. To the glory of the Most High. Plan ahead. If you read in the scriptures, it says something that who start or plan to build a house, or who want to build a house, and that then doesn't sit down and plan. You have to sit down and plan. So you get there, they ask you, I don't have. Well, you don't have. They'll ask you questions. Second, do you have a round ticket? These are common questions they ask. Do you have a round ticket? You say you don't have a round ticket. They begin to suspect you like that. You get my point? For the point that anything can happen, they can ask you anything. For instance, even Canada right now, sometimes I think there's a lady, I saw a video, one lady, she got to Ethiopia. They had to hold them in Ethiopia. And if you are going on a conference, they begin to interrogate them. Somebody will ask, how come somebody in Ethiopia, how can they stop you in Ethiopia whilst you are going to Canada? What they did, what the lady said, according to them, I'm not the one saying it, what the lady said, according to the video, I don't have the video, I would have showed it to you. What the lady said was, they made a live video call with an immigration officer in Canada who asked him questions pertaining the application. A lot of people, they asked them questions pertaining the application and they couldn't answer. Immediately, they told the airline to send them back. But for any question, because the agent who they were close, they spoke and everything, and she took part in the application process. Whatever the officer, he was going for it was a conference. Whatever the officer asked, he answered everything. He answered everything. And sometimes she said the officer will ask and repeat the questions again. Especially some of these countries that are closing their doors already, they don't want you to come inside already. Their prime minister or their whatever has given them a quarter of the number of people they want into the country. And they know that yes, Canada, they've issued visas to people like 10 years ago. I said 10 years, 10-year visa, visit visa, 6 years visit visa, and these people can still have access because yes, since you have the visa, you can still have access and come into the country. So they don't want you to even come close to the Canada. Yes, sign wherever Holland and Dubai, they'll bring you back. You will not even get to Canada. The lady said she answered all the questions and she went through with some few people. Most of them had to go back because they don't know even the conference name, they don't even know. Now that being aside, Plan ahead. See, you can be traveling, right? You met a friend and you tell the friend that, oh, hello, I'll be coming, blah 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 blah. Oh, I'll come and pick you when you come. Call me. I have a place for you to sleep. We've seen those things a lot. You get to the place, you call the person is not picking. Ask yourself, what will you do? Do you have a plan B? Do you have a plan B if the person is not picking your call? Do you know how to book a hotel? Do you know how to get a place and sleep? So don't rely on one single person. Yes, there are certain people, they are trustworthy, fine. But make sure as a human being, have a plan B. The only person that you can trust fully is God. It's the Most High. But make sure you have a plan B. Don't trust people when they say, oh, they will be coming for you, they will get you accommodation, we get you this. When you get there, you go through struggles. Another thing too is money. Plan ahead. You are traveling. All the money you have on you is $400. You don't have a debit or Visa card with you. You don't have a card with you. You get to the point, how much? They can ask you, how much money do you have on you? I have $400. How can $400 help, sustain you through your stay in Canada, or through your stay in Germany or Luxembourg or Finland? Oh, my friend will come and take care of me. My friend said he will take care of me. I'll sleep with my friend. Huh? You're indirectly telling the visa officer that you are irresponsible in your country. So you don't have money. You can't take care of yourself. That is why that friend of yours is going to take care of you. Big red flag. Don't do that. Show them that you have the cash. Proof of funds. Even though the countries that, when you are traveling to visa free, Singapore, South Africa, those countries, if you get there, they ask you proof of funds. At the port of entry, if you can't show them proof of funds, my brother, they can bring you back home, even though it's a visa free country. Because they know that people come there and they enter and they never come out again. Are you getting my point? Plan ahead. Have a debit card, money on it, show them proof of funds, have your proof of funds with you, the document you use for the application, have all of these things with you. They ask you, have the original document. They ask you, oh, you said you ran let me see your business. Show them your business. You said you were married. Show them your marriage certificate, attestation letters. You said you had a property. Show them. Show them. You said you own a company. Show them. Show them. Show working. They want to see it. Don't give them room for them to deport you. No, don't do that. Especially if you meet somebody who has a bad day, it's going to be messy for you, especially if you're a first-time traveler. A first-time traveler is going to be very, very, very messy for you. Do your calculation well and do the right thing at the right time. Yes, do the right thing at the right time. Anyway, which way, my name is Jakut and this is the Jakut Junction. If you have any question or additional subtraction, make sure you leave it in the comment section and I'll respond to it respectfully. Make sure you give me a like, show me an impression, support me, share this video to somebody to also benefit from it. Anyway, which way, my name is Jakut once again. See you on the winning side. I'm out. Bye bye. Salute.